Hey guys, welcome back to Ignite Motorrad Bike Reviews. Today we're in Khedegaon Chaufula and we are reviewing the all-new Hero Xtreme 160R. Now, a special thanks to Varsha Hero for providing us with this bike. We're very grateful to you. So let's start off with the looks of this bike, which I think are really edgy, youthful and funky. So all the details like the side fairing, the LED headlight, LED indicators. LED indicators, by the way, are a first on the Hero bike with this. The rear cowl, even the side sculpting, the seat, it's all very sporty, youthful and funky. So overall, I think this is a really excellent looking machine. The Xtreme 160R is BS6 compliant from the start. So it comes with a catalytic converter system, fuel injection system, and it has a 163cc 4-stroke 2-valve air-cooled setup. Now its rivals from Bajaj and TVS have slightly different engine configurations since they have 4 valves and oil cooling. So if Hero could have provided that in this bike, it would have taken it one step further in terms of competing with the rival. The power figures of this bike are quite respectable for a 160cc machine. It produces 15.3 PS of power at 8,500 RPM and 14 Newton meters of torque at 6,500 RPM. Now personally, when I test rode this bike a while ago, I thought that this was the most refined 160cc bike I have ever ridden. It's astonishingly refined. There are hardly any vibrations from the low to mid range and it's just incredibly, astonishingly smooth. So I love that a lot. The 0 to 60 time is also quite quick. It's 4.7 seconds, so you won't feel slow on this bike ever. The gearbox of this bike is a 5-speed unit and it's really smooth and easy to use. The clutch is really light, so even if you're in heavy traffic, you're not going to have aching fingers regardless of how heavy the congestion is. So a very good transmission system overall, I'd say. Xtreme has a 12-liter fuel tank and the company claimed fuel efficiency is 55 kilometers per liter. But the actual on-road real-world testing revealed is actually 40 to 45. That's the case with all companies. But it's still a very respectable fuel efficiency for today's times and you will not be stripped for cash when it comes to fuel. It's a very frugal machine. Bike is very agile and flickable. So yeah, he's the guy who provided the bike, so he thinks he can do whatever he wants. But yeah, so that said, it's a very agile and flickable bike. That said, it's not built for corners. You can't do a knee down on it, but it's very maneuverable in the city and for occasional highway runs as well. But don't expect outstanding top-end performance because after all, it is a 160cc machine. The Xtreme comes with telescopic forks at the front and an adjustable monoshock at the rear. Now we rode over broken roads and smooth roads and it copes very well with both. So regardless of whether you're in a rural environment or an urban environment, you'll be very satisfied with the ride quality of this bike. Even though it is a bit on the harsh side, if you keep it on a stiffer setting, you can get it adjusted as per your liking, so it's really quite well. Now this is the single disc brake variant of the Xtreme. You can also have it equipped with 2 disc brakes, one at the front, one at the back. This one weighs 135 kilograms, whereas the twin disc variant weighs 1 kilogram more at 139.5. It also comes with a single channel ABS, which is alright, but the loophole in the government which many bike companies are using is that ABS is compulsory. It's not specified whether it's single channel or dual channel. So for cost cutting, many bike manufacturers are only putting it on the front wheel. I don't blame Hero, honestly every company is doing it, but a dual channel setup would have been excellent. The braking performance is more than adequate for this bike since it's quite light. The tires are also quite good and grippy. They're MRF revs and they are 17 inches. The front is a 100 section tire and the back is a 130 section, which is adequate for a 160cc bike, and that is the approximate size that other companies are using. So I would say it's at par with the competition at this aspect. Now I'm 5 foot 10 inches and my feet reach the ground very comfortably, and I asked a few of my friends as well who are a variety of heights like 5'6", 5'8", so they are also very comfortable on this bike. So it's suited for a wide spectrum of height averages. The position for riding is also pretty comfortable because your knee fits into the tank sculpting very perfectly, and the overall knee angle is also very comfortable for extensive cruising, and you will not face any fatigue after long rides here. Come to the switch gear and the instrument console of the bike. The instrument console is actually quite informative. It's a negative display and you can see it in almost any weather. You can see the RPM, the speed, it's a trip meter available on it as well, and your usual stuff. You get a hazard light as well, which is a pleasant addition which you don't have to fit aftermarket, which you have to do on most bikes. And the ignition switch is actually integrated into the kill switch itself, which actually I like that quite a lot. So all in all, I think the switch gear and the instrument console is a pretty good combination for the bike. Now the real question we need to answer at the end of this review is this bike worth buying? Now the refinement of this bike has truly won me over. It is spectacular and it's even better than bikes of a bigger displacement than this. However, I'm not sure between this and the NS 160 because as you all know, I am quite an NS fan because they are really quick bikes. But as an overall package, I would say the Xtreme is an undeniably good machine, and you get Hero's spectacular after sales service to go with those tremendous looks, features and refinement. So if you're in the market for a 160cc bike, the Xtreme should definitely be on your consideration list. Ride safe.